The state's ban on abortion after 6 weeks of pregnancy will remain in force in Texas for the foreseeable future. The all-Republican Texas Supreme Court essentially closed the door on abortion providers' best chance to challenge the law. Fox 4's Peyton Yeager joins us now live with more on the battle over the state's restrictive abortion law. Peyton.
Heather, Texas abortion clinics have now lost at the U.S. Supreme Court and now at the Texas Supreme Court. Today, the Texas Supreme Court upholding the abortion law. Now, this means that the federal case is essentially thrown out and the abortion law is effective indefinitely.
Friday, Texas abortion clinics hit what appears to be a dead end in challenging the Texas heartbeat law, which has halted most abortions across the state since September. The Republican-controlled Texas Supreme Court unanimously ruled against a challenge by abortion providers to Senate Bill 8, the nation's most restrictive abortion law, which bans abortions once a fetal heartbeat is detected around 6 weeks, making no exception for rape or incest. Abortion providers like Planned Parenthood admit they are feeling defeated.
We are reevaluating the situation. It is obviously devastating today for providers and patients who need care because this decision has functionally kicked us out of court.
The law states citizens in Texas can collect $10,000 for successfully suing anyone who performs or assists with an abortion. The Texas Supreme Court ruled that only private citizens, not state officials, enforce Senate Bill 8. In December, the United States Supreme Court left this small piece of the case to be decided by the Texas Supreme Court. Now, any path to fight the heartbeat law on a federal level in the future is blocked.
That's kind of the end of the lawsuit for this stage, at least, because there's just nobody left to sue. The Supreme Court got rid of 90% of it. The remaining 10% fell off today.
Drusilla Tigner with Planned Parenthood says clinics in surrounding states have seen an 800% increase in appointments.
It's disheartening that the political system in Texas has failed Texans, and also the court system in Texas and nationally has failed Texans.
Friday, Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton celebrated the ruling, tweeting, "The pro-abortion plaintiff's lawsuit is essentially finished."
We had the Texas heartbeat law have another victory. That means that there's possibly no more challenges to the Texas heartbeat law.
The state's largest anti-abortion group, Texas Values, says it's seen a 60% drop in abortions since September 1st.
We're really excited about that. It's been 6 months. A few months, it'll be 9 months. And so those babies would be born at that point.
Researchers say the number of Texas women going online to get abortion pills by mail has also risen sharply since the law took effect.
The past 6 months in Texas as an abortion advocate, as a supporter of people who need fundamental care, it has been devastating. And today is just one more day of devastation.
There are still state court suits against anti-abortion activists, but for there to be a blanket decision over all Texans, that would have to come from the federal level. And right now, it appears to be over.